The three teams that have been leapfrogging off of each other for the past three tournaments, all trading wins. So it's just like, all right, who's going to break that three-way tie so far?
Well, we shall see. I mean, it does swap back and forth between all the teams, like you said, nowadays. DB, Stardeath usually end up in that top three regardless. We are going to be seeing them drop down, I believe, to the losers quarterfinals to await the winner of the Nexo Venecina Atushi Wish game. But regardless of that, we got them going down right now. Fiend Baltazar versus Lopes and Power Ranger.
Now here's the interesting thing. We have yet another Jae-Yun on one of these teams. So it seems like a lot of people are exploring the option of, hey, can this great sword work in the 2v2 space? You know, it didn't quite work out for DB and Stardeath. Well, let's see if Power Ranger and Lopes have a little something extra.
Well, we shall see. I mean, Lopes has been really consistent, even in just the 1v1 scene.
Oh, yeah.
And really early on, right before Jae-In was tournament legal in the majors. In the South American scene, I believe he placed second place right behind Wesley in defeating Fiend and putting Fiend into third place by playing Jae-Yun. So he definitely has experience under his belt. So I'm going to be excited to see how he brings it into the 2v2.
He's got the chops, and right now trading knockout for knockout. Power Ranger and Fiend dropping from their teams respectively. Lopes, you know, you were just singing his praises, and he's the only one still left on 3 stocks.
And it might even be there for even longer. Ooh, going into the side air, down air read, but the dodge just coming out just in time from Fiend. What a phenomenal option, though, because that can be so devastating. Catching that side air not grounded can be an incredible, incredible move, especially when you're coming right down into the ground. But finally, Lopes losing that first stock over on the left side. Fiend getting that side air from the KO, and now it is going to be Power Ranger trying to get a little pressure onto Fiend. Fiend playing the Bryn and holding onto this axe for quite a while. We know what he can do with it. It's typically what he uses to counter Wesley's lance, the Bryn pick.
Oh, look at this team combo. Power Ranger trying to interrupt it, but man, they just went off. All that damage, and that's kind of what they need to bring this back, because you see Baltazar, the only one down on his final stocks. Ah, that friendly fire, it hurts a little bit more. Insult to injury. Whoa, Lopes almost out of here. Oh, and just like that, Baltazar is down. Fiend now left alone. It's still 3 stocks to 2. This is very doable, but Fiend has to use that extra speed on Bryn to really make this work.
And Lopes, he just seems like he's out here playing free-for-all, because he's just hitting all his teammates. He's hitting every single person in the game, finding KOs.
If I'm just hitting
Power
everybody,
Ranger,
it's a 50-50 chance that I'm hitting the opponent, and that's all we really need. We've got enough of a lead to work with, right?
I mean, that's when you got to be, like, you really got to just, you got to be real. He's playing Greatsword. I mean, when you play Greatsword, you're not using a a nail. You're not using a chisel to get the fine details into whatever. You just have you don't even have a regular hammer. You have a sledgehammer, and you're just swinging it blindfolded, hoping that you hit something.
Jeez, well, I mean, they've been finding purchase quite a bit. Fiend unable to land, just getting tagged time and again into the red, even passing off into the side air. That was such a quick handoff. Beautiful. Woo! Spike and down. Power Ranger and Lopes taking game number 1. You know, not too surprising given that the most recent tournament, the Autumn Championship, did go the way of Lopes and Power Ranger. So they are the most recent tournament winners, and they're looking to just turn that into a streak.
We're going to see Fiend might do a legend swap. Whenever he goes into, whenever he comes out of a loss, there is a chance that he dips into his big pool of characters that he plays and pulls another one of them out. But he is going to be going back with Bryn here. Bryn is one of the more solid picks that he is stuck with for quite a while, especially after the spear buffs. And so we should be seeing a little bit more out of him from this pick. Of course, Baltazar is going to be sticking with the Harpy version of the skin for Bryn. So we are going to be seeing the double Bryn combo come back. Lopes, Power Ranger, of course, no reason to change any of that around, because both of them did phenomenally in game number 1.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was just a comfortable finish. You know, they They went down to the final stocks, but they were barely damaged, and they were hitting all the team combos, all the handoffs that they needed. Now looking to get something set up. I haven't seen... Oh, Lopes going for the initial starter on that greatsword, but Fiend, he just knows the way to dodge out.
Oh, nice down air into neutral air from Lopes. The bounce combo. Oh, getting smacked by Fiend, though. The Valkyrie rush coming in with the side sig.
Oh my gosh!
KO, and there it is. The
Beautiful
double coming out from Fiend. The Power Ranger followed by Lopes down in the bottom. Just getting that KO right back to back off stage. Beautiful plays coming out from Fiend to get the early lead.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
And the corner guard, the target swap, Fiend is just going off. He got those 2 knockouts, and now he's getting tons of damage. It looks like he is just unstoppable.
Yeah, he has just flicked the switch from game 1 to game 2. He almost took Lopes out on the left side right out of that fresh stock. He had him off stage. He had gotten him right into the orange. Had to turn around because Power Ranger.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Balthazar for the setup. Fiend just immediately recognized and turned around to catch both of them yet again. I gotta see what Fiend's end damage number is gonna be. He's doing so much this game.
He is just absolutely blowing his own expectations out of the water as he just absolutely demolishes the stocks on this blue team. Finally losing that first stock. Balthazar still holding on to his first. Fiend now holding on to the spear. No axe this time. Balthazar taking the fall, or getting launched out of the map off the top. And Fiend just trying to finish this game off with over 1,000 damage. I don't think it's going to be that high, but still. Maybe if he deals enough damage to Balthazar as well. I mean, you still got time. He's got an extra stock. Just take him out. Take out your teammate. You can get over 1,000. It can happen.
You got to pad the stats? Is that what we're talking about right now?
Get another KO. You can do it. You have the time.
He's just like, I want every single knockout. I mean, there's not like creep deny in this game, but you're acting like there is. I don't know if that's BM or not. Jeez, that combo to close it out too. Fiend and Balthazar, what an answer.
Only 619 damage. Imagine how much more you could have gotten if you beat up Balthazar as well. That could have been even higher.
He got 5 of the 6 KOs for his team, 619 damage. They must have been like a very efficient knockouts at that as well. So like, what more do you want from him? That ties up the set 1-1, and now they're sitting confidently.
Well, let's see. Unless there's a way to take yourself out. I don't think there is unless there's bombs, right? Like, there's no gadgets, so that's not possible. So there's 9 other stocks other than yours that you could take. I think it's perfectly possible. It's plausible. You can get the 1,000 damage, 9 stock takedown, even if it's your teammate.
You're getting way too greedy, man. This is top 8. You can't be like that.
Well, we'll see going forward. We got game number 3 coming down right now. It's even in the set 1-1. Balthazar and Fiend tied with Power Ranger and Lopes going into game number 3. We already have Mammoth Fortress Bandit is going to Great Hall. The tri-plat, long platform on the top with the 2 smaller ones hanging off the sides. We'll see how this changes the dynamic because it always does.
Yeah, even across the other regions, we've been seeing a lot of Great Hall this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be really interesting here, too, because we are going to be seeing the swap to Nash from Lopes. This is a more classic pick, especially for the South American region. They've been a region that plays, in general, Nash a lot more than the other regions. So we'll see how this comes to fruition. But the advent now of the hammer coming into play, especially with the tri-plat on the top, people getting caught off the top and getting caught into a down air can be a lot more devastating.
Jeez, man, this is just a scramble. I feel like they are just moving as a swarm. They finally broke off into the 2 separate 1v1s, but there was just like, it was that classic dust cloud with, you know, all the weapons and hands coming out, where it's just like everybody comes out battered and bruised. That was just the first 30 seconds of this match.
Ooh, Lopes almost taking Fiend off the top there. He's really looking for the KO here on a Fiend in the danger zone already. Lopes only in the yellow, having barely took any damage. Fiend almost finding that, but just barely missing it, leading Lopes into the down air, finding that KO, and now getting that hammer out, hunting down Balthazar. Balthazar getting a little bit of damage out. Not a lot coming out in the force department, though, because Lopes still kind of fresh in that first stock.
Balthazar, he tried to get in there and save Fiend from some of the team damage, but trading blows. Lopes the only one left with 3 stocks now.
You can kind of see what they were looking for in this Great Hall pick, forcing Fiend and Baltazar to pick between some of the triplats. And now Lopes doing phenomenally well with the spear in hand, and the hammer as well. Weapon throw to try to cover the distance. Not going to catch Baltazar, and Baltazar actually finding the neutral sig right out of the downlight in order to get the KO off the top is beautiful, especially utilizing that from that top platform in order to get the earlier KO.
Yeah, that's where it gets crazy dangerous. If you've got one of those weapons, you know, spear or blasters, where you have a lot more vertical knockout options with a lot of strength, because it's not too far. You know, this is a tall ceiling stage, but that's accounting for the platform. If you're starting from that platform, it's pretty dangerous. 3 stocks apiece for each team as it just continues. Power Ranger trying to get back in the mix, give a little bit of relief to Lopes. Oh, stop side air, the beautiful support. Baltazar now deep in the red. They're going to be trying to take him out to score that momentary power play against Fiend.
Good approaches from Baltazar, going to get punished from Lopes as he gets launched off the top. Not quite a KO just yet. But Lopes now jumping around, trying to get the map control from the center of the stage. That's one of the real solid opportunities. Oh no, the neutral sig taking out his teammate. That forces the 2v1, and that is a bad position to want to be in. And now Lopes getting launched over to the left side. He does have an extra stock.
Oh my gosh.
So he's not quite out just yet, but this is a very difficult moment, especially when he has to get that weapon spawn. He does manage to grab it before Fiend can deny the weapon spawn, but Red Team has all of the leverage in the map right now. The map control being completely covered right now from this Red Team. Now being forced off stage, there's a little bit of a disruption here, and Lopes has a chance to get some of these bigger hits from the hammer off. The side air, the neutral air, the scoops can really separate a team, and there's the KO off the top. 1 scoop. Maybe you could find another one. Go for that Raisin Bran scoop.
Oh, 2 scoops, full sunshine. Let's go. Oh no, but dodge reads even more.
Ooh.
See, Lopes, he is unarmed. You know, luckily Nash does have the speed to contend with Bryn, so he's not really going to get cornered too easily by this double Bryn comp, but you still just have to stay so mobile. Oh yeah, and just like that, caught by the neutral signature, Fiend and Baltazar taking yet another, now with the 2-1 advantage in the set.
And Baltazar really carrying the damage that time. 630 damage coming out from him, and that is a beautiful look on his part.
Oh, yeah.
As they go straight into the map banning. I wonder if they'll just take Great Hall off. Maybe Fiend and Baltazar will leave it on the board.
I gotta tell you, like...
But it looks like Lopes is just going to take it right. He's just.
I'm not surprised.
The first 2 maps are the ones he lost on.
Listen, that last match, like, Baltazar was just schmoving across that stage. The way he was able to weave through those platforms, he was really just controlling the pace of the match, kind of corralling his opponents towards Fiend. So it just let Fiend kind of start going off. Baltazar always there for the support, always able to tack on that extra bit of damage. Oh, Power Ranger switching over to Koji. Okay.
That's a very interesting pick right there. A great pick, of course. The sword bow is a phenomenal combo here. Not quite the power from an axe or a hammer that he could bring to the table, but maybe that's just not what he's looking for right here. So we'll see how this works out. The bow, of course, being a much more precise weapon with a lot of range. We'll see how this works out in his favor. I think it'll be a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, right now, he's been just weaving between the platforms. He's always hitting the neutral airs as he's fallen down. He's hit a couple of the down lights, which is able to outrange some of those longer range weapons like the axe and the spear. So he's been putting the Koji to great use. Fortunately, now he's got to swap over the sword. Oh, gets the 3-piece with the bounce into the knockout. Power Ranger coming through.
Really trying to hover on the stage, delay his teammate coming back just a little bit longer so that he can stay safe. Now finding a little bit of safety here in the embrace of Baltazar's return. He can really get the boards moving once again, throwing Lopes off to the side. The side air coming out, not going to find the hit on the Power Rangers. Lopes comes back in the middle, finds Fiend onto the right side, and now Fiend with the turnaround, going for the double connection here, finds no, gets reversed on by Lopes, almost gets taken out. Weapon, the weapon toss from his teammate, just barely finds it back onto stage, and doesn't quite get the KO from that down the ground pound. I always want to call them down pounds. I don't really know why, but I always do. But either way, the ground pound comes out, does separate blue team a little bit, but it looks like Lopes is going to find that side sig. I mean, you knew it was going to happen as soon as he missed that down sig.
It lasts so long. Like, obviously, if they manage to outspace that, you're going to eat a signature from Nash. And those things hurt. He's got a ton of strength. They hit like a truck.
Especially that side sig.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Fiend! Oh, disgusting. He almost had Lopes off in the yellow, getting that weapon down air, down throw. Almost hit that last down air. Power Ranger just came in the nick of time to help Lopes get back. To get Fiend off of him for just a split second. And they found the KO onto Balthazar as well. So phenomenal teamwork there from this blue team to just prevent that stock loss.
Oh, man. Oh, but the handoff. Fiend and Balthazar stealing back the lead. They were on the back foot there for quite some time. But, man, it was just 1-2, and you're gone. Now it's 3 stocks to 2. Power Ranger and Lopes, they've got to find some way to buckle down before this quickly devolves into a repeat of the last match. Oh my gosh, Fiend just has all the dodge reads covered. That signature, so much damage. He hits it yet again.
Good movement from Power Ranger right now, throwing out those neutral airs and now swapping over to the sword, getting the neutral stake, chasing Balthazar, going down. Fiend looking for that ground pound as well, getting the neutral A. Oh, there's the double pickup from Balthazar, sending him off the top. There's the KO onto Fiend finally to get that second stock gone, and now that fresh stock is going to force Fiend into the 2v1. Now, fresh stock on his part, both Lopes and Power Ranger in the orange. This is going to be a very difficult position for them for all 3 players to really handle, because unless they're able to find a very, very strong team combo here, just a lot of back-to-back pressure onto Fiend, he still sort of has an advantage because these strong signature moves, the quick, very momentum-heavy attacks from these aerials, like the side air, just being able to like float back.
Oh my gosh! Especially if he catches both of them in a string just like that, takes out one of them. Now he's got the damage advantage against Lopes. Things are looking up for Fiend. Oh, but Lopes was looking up above him, hits that hammer recovery, and now Fiend in dire straits, unarmed. Oh, just a backflip? Lopes doesn't even care about the weapon that was hanging out there. He knew. He knew. How did he know that Fiend was going to come in right then and try and hit him?
3 million IQ plays, honestly, because that, I don't actually think that neutral sig that came out from Nash was covering the weapon.
It wasn't.
I think Fiend's mentality was that Lopes was going to throw it a downlight to try to cover the weapon.
Look at this. Look at the replay.
So that Fiend couldn't go back into it.
So far from the outside, and he's just like, yeah, you're going to come forward. You're coming in. Don't worry about the weapon. That's just a distraction. Focus on me. Backflip.
So it was a beautiful play because he read the dash in for Fiend trying to disrupt or get behind him for trying to cover the weapon throw. So throwing out that neutral sig was beautiful. Now, maybe the intention might have been to cover the weapon throw or the weapon spawn, but that probably wasn't in the right area. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know. Who knows? But I honestly think that
it worked. I'm going to give him the benefit of every doubt and just be like, he's godlike, because that worked. It gave them the game. Absolutely beautiful. And that takes us to game number 5. This set is going the full distance. Again, another map change. Now we're over on Apocalypse, so we don't have to deal with the tri-platform. We're not going back to Mammoth Fortress. We still do have the one soft platform. Lopes trying to make his way back. Beautiful save from Power Ranger, knocking him up, giving him some extra options to get back to stage.
Especially because Lopes was exhausted there. He had already been stuffed out of his recovery, so he didn't have any options left. He had the height to make it back to the wall, but Fiend and Balthazar were both there. Not with no help, he would have been taken out for sure. So Power Ranger actually helping out quite a bit there was enormous. Power Ranger making his way back. He actually had the wall touch there. Lopes coming in for just a little bit of extra insurance to confirm that his teammate survives. And now Power Ranger lasting a little bit longer here, but he is very, very deep in the red in a very damaged state.
Oh my gosh! He is gonna get
knocked out from the double KO from the Lopes side sig.
I enjoy how the kill feed doesn't say double KO there, because they're like, well, it was one opponent and one your teammate, so don't celebrate too hard just yet.
I mean, but we still take those.
All right,
We still
listen,
know
Frone,
we
I
did.
know you want to pad the stats. I know you want to get full 9 KOs, 1,200 damage, but, like, come on, man. This is tournament.
nothing
You
wrong
got to
with
be
that.
careful.
Oh, look, as long as it ends in a W, it doesn't matter what you do.
I mean, all right, you're not wrong, but the problem is here. Now we're sitting 2 stocks apiece across the board, but Power Ranger and Lopes exceedingly damaged. They are deep in the red. They could be knocked out at any moment, and wow, I thought he was going to survive that one. That was like the perfect diagonal. It looked like he was slowing down, but I guess it was just shy.
The approach coming in from Fiend, looking for the recovery, and it gets the down air follow-up as well right out of the recovery. And now getting his teammate a little bit, but it is going to be above the stage, so losing that recovery isn't going to be too devastating. Both Power Ranger getting taken out of that second stock, 1 stock left. Nice option there from Fiend to go into the reverse slide charge down sig, but it is going to be punished from Lopes, and now a little bit more damage coming onto Balthazar. Both of the red team members, though, do have an extra stock in the back end, so they don't have as much to worry about. They can play a little reckless, they can play a little wild right now without having to worry too much about getting their stocks eliminated and forcing an
synchronized
unappealing
knockouts. Yes, look at that. 1 to the bottom right, 1 to the bottom left. Now we've got signs of life. Power Ranger and Lopes, you know, they are not that far back. They've actually got a solid shot here.
Lopes doing a good job at chasing Fiend. Fiend making his way back to stage. Power Ranger now with the sword, trying to get a little bit going here, trying to force that team combo. Misses the opportunity by a split second. So close. But Fiend now making his way back to the field. Lopes getting a little bit of damage. The sidelights coming in as Balthazar does make his way hovering above the stage. Looks for that neutral sig. Doesn't quite find it. The side sigs. The sigs all just coming out from everyone right now. They know they're looking for the KO options.
Oh,
Balthazar with the, what was a double triple pickup, finds 1 KO in the mix. There's another one.
They're just covering the landing. Look at that. Both swinging those axe neutral signatures. That's the crazy thing about the double comp, is you know exactly how you can make that coverage to just take up as much of the stage as possible.
Power Ranger trying to hold on for just a little bit longer. This is game number 5. He's holding on to the hopes of the winner's side bracket right now for himself and Lopes, but right now it looks like Fiend and Balthazar have all the cards. Now everyone that is going to do it. Never mind whatever I was saying. That is going to be Fiend throwing out the vote card and saying, we're going on to the winners finals. We're going to go see Wesley and Legit in just a moment.
Jeez. Man, that was brutal. Crazy set going all the way to Game 5. The double Bryn comp definitely paying dividends for Balthazar and Fiend.
And incredibly even as well. We did see 578 damage and 475 from the blue team, and 564 and 461 from the red team. So very, very close. Now, Power Ranger did take a lot more damage than basically everybody else, being in the 600 range.